welcome to another episode of the Energy Show. And this is where we dive into the issues, innovations, and ideas shaping the future of the African continent. And of course, I am your host, Tiana. And today we are shedding light literally and figuratively on a topic that affects millions of Africa: energy. What role is international aid playing in solving Africa's energy problem? Now let's get into it. The energy gap in Africa. Let's start with the basics. Now, as of today, over 600 million people in the sub-Saharan Africa lack access to electricity. And that's more than the population, which is even worse. Now, imagine trying to run a business, study at night, refrigerate medicine, or even power basic equipment without electricity. For many Africans, that's imagination. Of course, it's daily reality. Now, governments across the continent are making efforts, but progress is slow. Funding is scarce, infrastructure is weak, and this is where international aid steps in, or at least tries to. Now, let's talk about how international aid is involved. Well, international aid comes in many forms: grants, concessional loans, technical assistance, or investment from institutions like the World Bank, the USAID, and the African Development Bank, and others. Now, projects like the Power Africa initiative, launched by the US government in 2013, aim to boost electricity generation and across in sub-Saharan Africa. Of course, we also have the European Union's Global Gateway and the Sustainable Energy for All platform, backed by the United Nations. Now, these programs have helped build mini grids, install solar systems, and even rehabilitate hydroelectric dams. In fact, thanks to the aid partnerships, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and Ghana have made notable progress in electrification in recent years. But here's the catch: it is intentional aid actually solving the energy problem. Here's where the conversation gets a little more complicated. International aid is helpful, but it often comes with strings attached. Now, conditions on how the money should be spent. Right now, project designed by foreign consultants, delays due to bureaucracy, and even privatization of donor interests over local realities. There's also the issue of sustainability. Some aid-funded projects fall within a few years because local communities aren't trained to maintain them, or because spare parts must even be imported from Europe or Asia. And now, let's be honest, sometimes aid crowds have local innovations, while invest locally in aid is free. So while aid fills urgent gaps, it can also create long-term dependency. Let's talk about the way forward. Here's a thought: international aid shouldn't be the hero of the story. Africans should. Aid should enable, not overshadow, right? And this means investing in local energy, startup building solar kits, and even smart grids and bioenergy solutions. Supporting policies that promote private sector involvement, not just donor funded like mega projects, and ensuring communities are involved in planning and maintaining energy projects. And guys, finally, making sure aid doesn't just light up cities but empowers the rural areas too. Africa has sun, wind, and even water, and a rising generation of innovators. Now, what do we need is strategic support. Alright guys, so we're going to be wrapping it up. Yes, international aid is playing a role in solving Africa's energy problems, but the real power lies in how we use the aid and the capacity, and how we take the ownership of our energy future. What do you think? Has international aid helped our community? Are we relying too much on outside help? Well, of course, you can send me a message and join the conversation on all our social media platforms like the TLIG Africa. Do not forget to subscribe, rate, and of course share this episode with anyone passionate about Africa's development just like me. And if you have products or services about energy you would love to promote, do reach out to us. I would love to hear from you. And until next time guys, stay empowered, stay connected, and I remain your host, Tiana.